Hi, this is Anna Alcock, and welcome to this exercise in the practice of presence and awareness. I'd just like to invite you to find a space where you can sit quietly for 10 minutes. Somewhere that you know you won't be disturbed, where you can just spend some time just being and not doing and not having to worry about anything. And once you've found that place, just find the most comfortable position for yourself. So that might be lying down, maybe on the floor or on a bed or on the sofa, or maybe that's sitting up on a cushion or on a chair. Whichever way feels more comfortable for you. The more relaxed you are, the more comfortable you are, the more you'll be able to enjoy this process. Don't worry too much about how long this is going to take. I say 10 minutes, but you can do it for as long as you like, really. It's just to give you a guide of what you can do to practice the art of presence and awareness. So when you've found your comfortable position, you may want to close your eyes if that helps you focus more and become more present. It will help you become more aware of where you are and your surroundings. Certainly for the first part of this exercise. So when you found your comfortable position, I just want you to start by taking a nice big deep breath in and then out. And then another big breath in and then out. And then one more big breath in and one big breath out. Now you might notice that your breathing has changed slightly from when you first came into this exercise. Taking the deep breaths helps slow your heart rate down. It helps you become a bit more focused. And because you're getting all of that oxygen into your brain and into your bloodstream, you just feel more at peace. But however you're feeling, you may feel slightly out of breath from doing that exercise. If you've been, before the exercise, if you were rushing around and getting yourself comfortable, sometimes that can make you breathe in a slightly different way. So our natural rhythm of breathing is very shallow. And so doing those 3 deep breaths in and out will have just helped you calm down. So just notice how your breathing is right now. Just spend a few moments just listening to the sound of your breath, noticing your chest raising and lowering, or maybe your belly raising and lowering. Notice the contact that your body has with the surface that you're on. Feeling the pressure from the surface that's holding you, that's supporting you. Just notice maybe that you can feel a breeze in the air, maybe you can feel the cloth on your skin. Just noticing those things. Maybe you notice that your body is feeling a little bit uncomfortable and you might want to move slightly to just reposition yourself. You might notice that you're putting more pressure on one side of your body than another. Or maybe you're weighted more on one side than the other. Just being aware of that. All we're doing is being aware of where we are and what's happening right now. You might have already noticed that your mind has started wandering, thinking about all the things that you could be doing instead of sitting in silence and observing your body and your surroundings, thinking and feeling that this is a waste of time, or that you've got too much to be doing and you haven't got time for this. And that's okay. Just notice that. You don't need to do anything about it. You've allocated this time just for you to just spend, to be present. And because you're probably having thoughts and feelings, just notice them. Recognize yourself as an observer of what is happening in your brain. Take in mental notes. And then just allowing yourself to come back to your breath. Sometimes when you first start doing this kind of exercise or this practice, you can feel a little bit frustrated maybe, or maybe even bored or restless. But that's okay, because actually these feelings and thoughts are all contributing towards your noticing and your awareness, and that's why we're here right now. You might already be thinking about what you need to make for dinner, or what you need to do for your family, or chores that you have to do around the home, things that you feel you should be doing. But this is just a time for you to notice where the thoughts are going and just accept them. We're not looking for solutions right now. We're just looking to observe and to bring awareness to what is happening and how we're feeling. Every time you feel that your awareness is being distracted by thoughts or feelings or sensations, just bring it back to your breath again. Focus on your breathing. See, notice if you can take longer, slower breaths that are deeper and not so shallow. And then observe how that feels in comparison. Your mind may still be wandering, but your body is feeling more relaxed and you're feeling more at peace. You're probably feeling like you need to move again maybe, or maybe you've got an itch. That's okay. You can honour the itch. You might notice sounds around you. There might be cars outside. You might be hearing the wind in the trees, the birds singing. There might be music. You might hear people talking. You may hear a loud lorry outside, or a refuse collector collecting all the rubbish bins and making lots of noise. And that might bring up a feeling of frustration because you're trying to be mindful and present and aware, and you might feel that this is distracting you from your practice. But actually, again, it's another gift. It's another opportunity to just become more aware of the present moment and just accept it for what it is. We're not trying to change anything right now, we're just observing and being present. See these distractions as gifts for this exercise, for this practice, and an opportunity to become present with it and calm with it and accepting of it, not trying to change it for what is happening. Just accept what is in the here and now. And how amazing does that feel to know that that's okay? We don't need to always be changing things or finding solutions to problems. Sometimes we need to be experiencing life through presence and through a calmness which you only get with this kind of practice. And the more you practice in this way, the more expanse you have within you to take on the things that normally you would find overwhelming or frustrating or stressful. And you can do this kind of practice any time of day, anywhere really. You can even do it in a noisy environment, and that's probably one of the best places to do it, because again, it's giving you all those opportunities and all those gifts of distraction which are there to help you become more present, because all you're doing is recognizing them. You're not having to respond to them or solve anything or do anything. All you're doing is just being. You're receiving, basically. So coming back to your breath again. Just observing the breath. I'm sure by now you feel much more relaxed than you did at the beginning. And just take a few moments to be grateful for this practice, for this gift of an opportunity to become more present and aware and accepting of what is, for the opportunity to just be and not do. And when you're ready, you can start to bring yourself to more full awareness of the here and now, just becoming more present, maybe opening your eyes if you've had them closed, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, do a big stretch, a big smile, put your hand on your heart.